Good Tuesday to you. I trust your week is going well so far. Here we are at the start of what we term Holy Week that culminates in Easter and the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. So many involved in religious activities, but is it possible to be so close to religion and yet still miss God? Well, the answer, of course, is yes. Rather than seeing Jesus' triumphal entry for what it was, a fulfillment of prophecy, many, including the religious leaders, were so concerned with keeping their own power and authority that they missed the Messiah. As Jesus is entering Jerusalem, he is literally fulfilling prophecy. Yet right after he reaches the city, he weeps for Jerusalem. Why did he do that? Because they missed him. For Jesus' faithful followers, though, they participated in a special moment in time. If we keep our eyes open to God's work, we can literally be a part of his fulfillment of prophecy. Pretty cool, actually. As Jesus entered into the city, his disciples watched and participated in celebrating the arrival of the Son of God, who came not to overthrow the government, but to share a love that is unmatched, a love that gave his all so that you and I could live free. But there were certainly those that day that didn't get it. They were not in tune. They just didn't see it. When one receives prescription glasses, they are only helpful if the prescription is correct. If not, their ability to see will be limited. And in that same way, if we are not viewing life through Jesus' finished work and instead through our own goodness, quote unquote goodness for sure, we'll lack the ability to see God moments in front of us. And this is such a travesty, to even think that we have the power of our own accord to save ourselves. It flies in the face of the redemptive work on the cross. In an article from the Daily Bread from December 23rd, 1991, we read the following story. It was in December of 1903 that after many attempts, the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, were successful in getting their flying machine off the ground and into the air at Kitty Hawk. Thrilled over the accomplishment, they telegraphed this message to their sister, Catherine. "We have actually flown 120 feet. We'll be home for Christmas." Catherine hurried, so excited, to the editor of the local newspaper and showed him the message. He glanced at it and he said, "Nice. The boys will be home for Christmas." Seriously? He totally missed the big news. For the first time in human history, man had flown. The question is, will we miss Jesus because we're too busy concentrating on far less important matters? While it was great that they were going to be home, they could be home at another time. They had just flown. I know you've probably seen the videos on YouTube of people falling down stairs and running into walls and falling into water fountains because they were texting while walking. And while it's humorous, certainly provided they didn't get hurt, in a similar vein, how many times have we missed something because we were either texting or watching television or surfing the web? In our fast-paced world, it's easy to trade the important for the momentary. Jesus wants to enter our lives and transform the very way we view life, the way we see life. Are we missing this because we're not paying attention? You see it often now, especially at the beach. As the sun is setting, casting this grand masterpiece across the sky, you look around and you find that most people are busy capturing the scene on their cell phones instead of embracing the moment and simply watching that sunset as God shows again how awesome he really is. We can literally miss the moment by trying to capture the moment, so focused on the end result that we miss the power of the present. Is it possible that we have traded righteousness for self-righteousness? Are we missing Jesus like the religious leaders because we are too concerned with where our seat is at church, what color the sanctuary is painted, and the design on the carpet, or the politics that is contained in every minute of the news broadcast? What does your relationship with Jesus look like? Is it in name only, or is there experience that is the foundation? Have you fallen in love with Jesus and placed him at the very center of your life, or is he just a talking point that you use to make you sound like you are better than others? Jesus came to save sinners. Who are those sinners? Every one of us. You know, we live in this kind of what we call the selfie generation. It's all about self. It's me, me, and me. Until, of course, we talk about being a sinner. Then it's you and you and you. No, we were all, the Bible tells us, born in sin and shaped in iniquity. But there is a solution. There's a solution. And that solution is the cross. And we celebrate the fact that Christ gave His life for everyone on that cross, but rose victoriously to signify the end of death as the end. Death now no longer is the completion. Eternal life springs forth, and Christ is ready to reign with those who haven't missed Him in the midst of all the hustle and bustle and chaos. Hebrews 12:2 talks about fixing our eyes on Jesus. If we will do this, no matter how foggy this world gets, we won't lose sight of the one who begins and finishes our faith. I pray that your Holy Week is filled with many God moments, and you choose to celebrate with us both on Friday during our sunset worship experience as well as on Easter Sunday. May God bless you and your home and fill you with His love.